Good day, to Granite Collectibles here for a full review of the Marvel Legends Black Cat from the Spider-Man Retro Wave. Black Cat first appeared in the Amazing Spider-Man number 194, published in July 1979. Black Cat started her criminal career by breaking into an office to steal some files. Then she tested her strength and battled a muscle-bound thief and overpowers him. Impressed, she actually hired the same thief for a job. Black Cat then meets an arms dealer to purchase weapons for her plans. In this particular negotiation, Spider-Man interrupted, and this forced Black Cat to fight with him. Spider-Man is impressed with the Black Cat's abilities. After the battle, Spider-Man did some investigation on his own and found out that Walter Hardy is terminally ill in prison and realized that Black Cat plans to free him. The story continues in the Amazing Spider-Man number 195, where Black Cat successfully freed Walter Hardy from prison. Then she brought her back to his family home, where she revealed her secret identity, and Walter was so surprised to find out that she was actually his daughter. Walter was already dying, so Felicia wanted him to spend his last moment with his wife. Outside, Spider-Man confronted Black Cat, who he figured out the secret identity. They end up in a physical battle. Spider-Man was surprised how his spider sense is too slow to sense the Black Cat's move. The battle ended in the rooftop, where Black Cat lost her grip and she fell into the rapids below. Spider-Man assumed that Black Cat died and he blames himself. Black Cat comes in a retro card back packaging like the other Spider-Man Retro Wave action figure. She comes with a whip, and here's the action figure without any alternate hands, and she has an accessory, a black cat. In terms of the retro card packaging, you can see here a beautiful art which was lifted from the animated series from the 1990s. And here's a bio saying that Felicia Hardy changes into her superhero persona and prowls the street with Spider-Man at her side. But during the 1990s, she was considered a supervillain. And as you can see, her height here is 5'10", and that's 6" tall in action figure form. Here she is besides the short male Wolverine and the Spider-Man, which is regular height. Here she is besides a teen female action figure, the Stepford Cuckoos, and regular height Elektra. Here she is besides a tall Vap, the Kingpin, and we have a little bit taller Doctor Doom. Here she is besides half of the Sinister members. Here she is besides a taller Marvel Select figure, the 7" scale ones. We have here beside her Abomination and Venom. Here she is with Rhino and Sandman. Here she is besides Mezco 112 figures, the Old Man Logan and the Cyclops. This costume was inspired by the Spider-Man animated series in 1994. This costume design does have several elements from the comic book as well. In terms of her head sculpt, it is really good in terms of the likeness to Felicia Hardy. You can see the green eyes over there, and her hair is not plain white. There is some wash on the sculpt, which gives life in a way to her hair. In terms of her body, it's a plain black body, and there are some sculpt work on the arms and legs, and her gloves have this feline hair-like attachment. Also her boots as well here. Yeah, so in terms of the back, nothing much. She comes with one accessory, a whip, and the white part here you can see is somewhat a rope. It's not plastic. The plastic parts are only the edge, which is a 3-point claw, and the handle, which is all black. It is, I think you can shape it, or at least it adds flexibility to the accessory compared to a plastic one. So you can put it on one of her hands here. The right hand can hold it, because the other hand is a claw hand. She comes with another useless accessory to me, which is a black cat. I really don't understand why you need to put this. It doesn't make sense. I know it's a reuse of the Captain Marvel cat goose. In terms of her head, she doesn't have a hinge, so it's just a ball joint there. As you can see, the collar here, the spiked collar is good as well. So to pop her head back, you would see that her neck is really short. That's why you have to force the head a bit to go in. The hair does hide her being short. Here she is beside the Marvel Legends Kingpin back wave black cat. You can see the difference in body. This new body is more defined compared to the old one, but they do share like the hands, and they share the feet as well. But in terms of the whip, we're glad that this one has a rope whip compared to the other one. This old black cat has a hinge on her neck, as you can see here, and you can see her neck is longer compared to the other one. So if you pop her head on the new body, you can see there's no neck. The new head sculpt does a good job of hiding that part. As you can see, with the new head sculpt with a neck, it sits fine as well. So I don't understand why they didn't give us a hinge on the head. Here she is with the Mary Jane head, which again you cannot see her neck, but on other bodies this head sculpt fits okay. In terms of articulation, her hair prevents articulation on her head from looking up and down or side to side. Her arms can extend that far. See, she has single jointed elbow, and she can do a 360 here. Her wrist can swivel, and right hand can hinge upward and downward. And it's weird that on the left hand it does a upward and downward hinge as well. It should be a claw hand. She has a swivel here, and her legs can extend that far, do a split. And you can see here that she has an upper thigh swivel. She can kick that far. She can kick backwards that far as well. She has double jointed knees. Her feet can hinge upward and downward, and she has an ankle rocker. In terms of the design of this figure, her costume is faithful to the Spiderman animated series and takes some element from the comic book. However, in terms of articulation, she is very limited because of how her gloves and her boots were designed. There are bulky parts that prevent her elbows and knees from bending that well to mimic like her movements in the comic books and in the animated series. She should have come with useful accessories like a alternate hand and the unmasked head, which does appear in the comic books and in the animated series wherein she doesn't wear the mask. The cat accessory is useless, and it's just a waste of plastic, to be honest. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and ring the notification bell.